Howdy, folks.
All of 0 people.
If somebody happens to watch this from the beginning, welcome. This is DIY Speed. My name is Isaac, and it's a Saturday night. And it's a big Saturday night because we need to flip this frame over and continue priming it, because in just a few short minutes, we're going to be painting it. And I chose a color. And I hope it works out. We'll find out. Each step, it's gonna be tough.
I really hope that
Could you help me with shorts? Basically, like we're gonna record like literal shorts on your phone, like one clip things, and you just send me those.
What's up, Trent?
Hey, what's up, Trent? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, and Trent left.
Anyway, what I was saying is I really hope that the comment section will go home again.
Yeah, that would go. That was fun. It's fun when you have a bunch of interaction. I happened to watch a few lives today. Okay. All right.
One sec, let me just post this in my status.
So essentially what we need to do is tip it over without dropping it onto this section of the frame. So you're not supposed to touch the ground on that side.
Where do we go? This side or this side?
You're going to be on that side. We're going to be lifting up. Oh, that's a good question. No, you shouldn't be in between.
I got me in between.
No, in between the car and the frame. Do it from the inside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, do it from the
Trent's
inside.
asking how our days go.
So far, so good. It's been a day, and it will now be a night. And we got to get this frame flipped. We're going to slowly, basically, move this over. I think for you, the easiest thing is that if you hold this side and then move that jack stand towards the middle, it'll drop your side, and I'm going to have to roll off. Yeah. You know what? That's really good, because you're off. Yeah, that'll bring the whole thing. All right. All right. Okay, you touched the ground, but that's okay.
That's okay. So we would have to respray that part.
Whoa. Yep, you gonna lay on the outside? All right, I have it fully. Well, I hadn't thought past this part, but you know, we gotta, maybe we should open off the second tarp, put it over here, dog walk it over. Maybe we could dog walk it over right with what we have right here.
Alright, well, let me prep this. So what do you want us to do?
You know, that's a great question. That is a solid question. Yeah, let's just get the tarp down here in case we need it.
Okay,
Well, we're gonna reuse them.
I said no foods around the whole thing.
No, we're not building a makeshift paint booth. We're just gonna have overspray. If I end up painting the car the same color as the frame on accident, I'm not gonna be mad, because that's pretty cool. All right, throw a towel underneath your corner, because I'm gonna have to. We're gonna be touching that corner down.
I think it's fine because we're anyways.
Well, just to keep birds out of it, just walk it with a towel. All right, this might sound crazy. Ow. It probably is. I want to try to leverage this up and onto it already. So, yeah.
direction?
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah. Now we've reached sketch levels, so actually go stand over here. You can probably use your shoulder a bit. And now we just gotta walk in front of it over. Okay. And now,
Hold that, I'm gonna move that side.
yeah, exactly. All right. How do we do this without? Okay, I'm gonna come catch it in the middle. You're gonna lift it and start to get so you don't basically don't put these perches as little on the ground. Actually, you know what?
No. Start flipping it, I'm gonna lift it from here.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, I should stand here then and do it.
Yep.
Because I can do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, well. Alright, I'm gonna walk this over a little bit. Oh, we're almost there.
Alright, now you can come this way.
I gotta get back in the middle of it and figure out my measurements.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, let's get enough on it. Let's get that there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decently heavy. You know what just played in my mind? When
What?
you said, hey, why don't we cut the ends off the wood and get on the car, the sports? Look, why the fuck would we need to do that? I already set that down already.
Ugh. Shit, that's heavy.
You see how the repositioning has now gotten us
All right.
more space to paint with?
Russia Harris. Yo, boys. Hope all having a good day. Yeah. Well, we just flipped the frame.
Woo, baby.
So, I mean, does that mean it's a good day?
We're making stuff happen. Sorry, I'm out of breath. That was really heavy.
And whatever the last comment was, I'm sorry, I don't speak Arabic. I do not understand what that means.
There's still.
I know. You're talking about the twigs inside the frame? Oh, not even
This
that.
is just blasting
Here,
me up.
here, check this out.
So listen, this front end, I think is a little wonky. We should readjust it so it doesn't fall on us. Or is it not going to fall?
I didn't go anywhere.
Alright, fine. We'd have to literally fall on it for it to go anywhere.
Even that.
So I think we need to blow it off and wipe it again. Just because of the amount of stuff everywhere.
By the way, this is not Rust-Over. This is that chemical reaction.
Yeah, this is the chemical. So the reason why I say that is look at that perch. I want to spray the inside of that perch. And that stuff did some really magical stuff to me.
Yep.
All right, we flipped the frame.
You can see it breaking down here. Because there was no metal touch on it.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah. You know what? Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, look at this. It's just black on the inside. Cool.
Apologize to the live viewers that we're gonna kick out the.
Sorry, folks. It's got to be a little loud in here. Gotta spray it inside out with some air.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the compressor for a few minutes. Just a few minutes, that's all.
Dude, man, you are correct. This is a 1969 El Camino. Frame is right in front of us. That's what you see in the corner is the rear end, and on top of that is the front end of the El Camino.
Ooh. Ah. Not enough space there.
It's always harder than it looks.
So, Isaac, you have some questions here. Well, one.
What?
You have a question out here. Dude man is saying, cool, it's gonna have a big block, small block, or an LS swap.
LS swap.
We have a, what year was it?
It's an 04 6-liter.
We have we have a 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, and the block of that truck is gonna go in this El Camino.
A little bit annoyed about this right here. It's precision taken all the way down. Yeah, just the metal I'll grab it. What? You have the other stuff. Those are straight primer. It's a really sticky on here. I just think it's right there and maybe a little bit right there. We just, yeah. What's up, dude, man? Isaac here. So far, the story on this car is that it's a survivor. It's a titled 1969 Chevrolet El Camino that I got for $1,200. It was a great deal. The goal, fix it. A lot of work went into those rear wheel arches where the spring perches are. There's a lot of work that went into that. And, you know, really, this is just a budget rebuild for the common man. All it takes is a whole bunch of hard work, a little bit of money. I'm in, so far, about $1,800 with the cost of the car. So all in $1,800 to get to the point where it's painted. Yeah, where it's painted. Give me a sec while I get set up. And I'll walk this through just a little bit more. I need a respirator. I want to take like a minute or two of video on your phone for the main channel video, because we still have a black frame to show here, and we didn't have that, and we can include those two parts that we just worked on. And we find a respirator. What's the if I could play elevator music for you right now, I would. I need to find my respirator. I'm not sure where I set it down last.
Rain is asking if it flipped. Well, we just flipped it.
Yeah, we just picked up the frame physically and flipped it. It only weighs several hundred pounds. It's not that heavy.
You want to get the air back on and air this out?
Yeah, it's at 150 psi still. Damn it, pop it. No, it's okay. We have acetone for this reason. It might only barely reach. Yep.
Better.
Okay. All right, so without further ado, my name is Isaac and this is DIY Speed. Tonight we'll be doing a live feed for several hours as we go through the stages of priming and painting this chassis here. So right now, I actually need to take some video for the main channel video that's going to come out maybe next week. And then we'll actually start the work in earnest. So let me do some recording. All right, I have no idea where I left off last, but I can tell you where we are right now. Half of the chassis is painted, or not painted, is half of the chassis is primed, and the other half of it is still just rust protected. So we just manhandled this thing over without putting any new scratches or dents in it, and it's ready now to just be covered in prime. This is going to be pretty cool, pretty quick. We're doing a live session. Everybody gets to see this happen in real time. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty smooth process. We actually got to wipe it down with some acetone real quick, just make sure she's nice and clean. And then, yeah, have to spray some primer, get this done, and move on to the paint portion. But you see that 3M box there on the stool? Yeah, dun dun dun. That's hundreds of dollars worth of paint. I didn't realize how expensive paint was. All right, let's get to it.
sorry to be good at saying, need help, homie? I'm freaking bored. LOL, just kidding. What's up?
What's up, bud? Where you at? We're on the East Coast here, United States.
Fresh towels.
Let's get 2 fresh towels and we're both just gonna do a wipe down real quick. Alright, you could shake. You could entertain. You know, we're gonna use black ones so we don't see how much. Be smart about putting the towels in place.
Like always, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Any question, comments, concern, tip that you have for us, write it in. We don't always react right away if you're not looking at the camera. But leave them anyways. We try to answer all of them. What's up, JD? Tap the like and subscribe. You're right.
Would you like one glove?
Crazy kid. Thank you. You guys are awesome too.
I'm just going to wipe the frame down to make sure there's no contaminant laying on this section that we're painting. There's not much left to paint. We got about 3/4 of it painted on the other direction. So now we're just doing odds while we're doing the remaining side here. And hopefully this paints nicely and adheres nicely.
Crazy kid is saying, you guys do a lot of cool stuff and I'm happy that I can watch. Well, we enjoy doing this, and why not share it with the world? Should we do that the right way? I put some rust inhibitor on it.
This is the right way. What rust, bud?
What?
What rust? Acetone takes it off.
I still see it.
That's most of it. There's still some, but not enough to be concerned.
All right, it was that simple. I wiped down the portions of the frame that we're going to be painting.
I think I should be plugging in your phone.
I'm thinking, are we supposed to just pony up and get rid of that problem right now?
What? Weren't we supposed to weld that?
Yeah.
Are we going to?
Trying to decide if it sounds important enough or not. I think it is. for sure priming it a layer. We're doing a few more layers before we
If we were welding it, we were welding it now. If we're primering it, we ain't welding it.
No, this should be a fast process. I've done it once before.
It looks like we're gonna do some welding now.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna bust out the welder because there's one little section that I've neglected to finish, and it's like now we have to. There's no choice. So let me get my hand on a piece of metal that's supposed to fill that gap. You know what though, buddy? Now that we have a big welder, is it really going to be such a big deal? No.
It is not. That's what I was saying.
Quarter inch, 3/8 plate.
Cheesy's asking if we're making something.
Yeah, we're going to be making a piece of metal to fit a section of frame over here real quick and actually welding it in on the live feed here before we continue working, because there's no way I'm not going to finish that portion. So
Yeah.
I did until now neglect it and pretend it didn't exist, but now it's in my face. I have to fix it. What?
Do you have my other phone?
I do.
Thank you, good sir.
I'd like to record this portion as well, but maybe I'll just record the end of that.
I just wanted to check if I had any messages.
We have a look-see as to. Alright, I think I could take this off. I think I could take this top section off completely and run, because this is going to bend. This is going to bend in, and then I just need to put a bow in from here. Yeah, I'm going to lock this off because we don't need it. We're going to use it up here if we need it, and then bend this into place real quick. All right, so this is from a bumper kit off of a Jeep, but I don't own a Jeep. I bought it to make a bumper for my Tahoe. And this is just like a frame reinforcement, and it's got the nice cuts in it already. Well, I don't need this top part just yet, so I'm going to have to bust out the death wheel, knock this off, and then bend this. And I'll show you once I have this kind of bent into place. I'll show you what we're doing.
Studio.
Yeah. But we can't play it in and while live.
So, you have multiple rights to it, remember?
Copyright.
How would that copyright it?
Because it's not, I don't know.
It's from YouTube Studio.
It's a good question. But
Denise, what's up? We are still working on the same project. We're still working on the 1969 El Camino. We are a whole lot further than we were during the first live stream. We already primered the top part of the frame. We just flipped her over. About to start putting a layer of primer on the bottom of the frame. And then we realized we still forgot to weld in that right over there on the driver's side rear. Still has to be welded, so we're gonna quickly tack that on, weld it in place, make sure it's good and solid, and then we're gonna primer the bottom part.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good start. I need way more aggressive on the bend, put them in the right spots. Okay. That's done. What do I need to do? I just need to push that a little more. don't need this on anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in here.
I am so far off, I don't get what I'm doing at all. Okay, let's start over. Let's figure this out. This whole thing needs to be pushed out, and this makes a lot more sense.
I think I'm gonna lower the heat a bit.
Well, we want it nice and warm. But
Yeah, nice and warm is fine, but I think I'm fixing it, so it should be fine. Alright.
yeah,
It's pretty hot.
coat's got to come off. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. Ah,
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
yeah, it fucking sucks. Stepping over this. Also, yes. Closer. Better. What do we need to do? We need to drop that considerably. Okay. Or get the close. I need C-clamps. Right over there. So, you know, the art of bending metal is definitely, or shaping metal is definitely an art that I barely have. But we're going to make it work with force. By force in way of C-clamps. You want to bring that camera closer down to this now, just set it on the ground in front of the box. We're going to bring you guys in here so you can see what I'm shaping and how I'm doing it. Pretty straightforward stuff. I'm just going to be smushing a piece of metal into conformity and then welding it into shape. If I'd gone this way, would that be any better? No. So I have a block of wood in my hand because I don't want to mess up this side of the frame too bad. But just going to go ahead and put on my heaviest clamp to start with. Need to loosen it a little bit. Might help me out and just give me a third hand here, basically. just hold the clamp and I'll tighten it.
That works.
Okay, so tightening down the first of these C-clamps to try and get this bent into place. That's better. And the way that this works, this probably wasn't the best idea because, okay, that works. Like I said, metal forming is not my forte. So I try to do the best that I can, but this is going to be roughed in. But it will then be burned in to the point where it will be absolutely structurally solid. But might look a little funny to a keen eye or somebody who knows what they're doing, because clearly I don't. So I'm missing a pretty heavy spot right there.
And on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This part, we could just put a plate there. This part's the part that needs to get bent into submission. So,
Hammer? Heat?
no. Pressure. We're gonna move this over.
Is that torch still here? Because that would make it so much easier.
I feel like Frankie took. Oh, it is. His bag's right there.
You don't think it would make it easier to heat it up?
This clamp might just do it. It's doing it. It's not that hard to twist yet. Just an awkward position. Maybe. All right, so just going through the process, you can see we're trying to get this metal to conform to the shape of the original frame. And there's a couple different ways to do it. We might employ heat next to help this process along, but we'll see if we even have an appropriate heating source. Ooh. Don't slide around so much. Yeah, stay in one
Let's
spot.
do that heat thing that we used last time.
That's way better, dude. Check it out. Close so much of that gap already. A couple more twists of each and we're in.
Alright.
We'll just comply by brute force. So this is just making the metal comply by sheer brute force. But we got to get it done one way or another. And this is the fastest way. So fast is good. Yeah, I'm just struggling, don't mind me. The art of the live feed. You get to see live, unedited. You get to see the struggle, folks. You get to see what it takes. If you're not a pro and you just got to make it work. You know, that's what we do. Yeah, tighten it. Try and keep it.
It just walks.
Yeah, this one's walking too. Just got to reposition it and it'll find its home. Secret of the universe.
be another torch somewhere, no?
Close, but no cigar yet. I gotta keep working this down. I really want to get that out of it. I'm wondering if I should put it back on the bench. On the vise.
This one is empty.
Yeah, that's gotta be old.
How much are those torches already?
Which torches?
The green ones? The ones that we used last week?
Those are cheap.
Why don't we have them yet?
I have like a ton of those cans.
The cans I have also.
Yeah, what's up?
I think it will sound like we put those dragon flows on the TDI.
I don't think they sound good straight pipe, those cars. Alright. Going back in the bench vise because this is wholly way too hard to do right now. Just try and bend it into submission is not working. Gotta use the pipe wrench on the vise. I think I'm gonna crack a Red Bull.
Not sponsored?
Not sponsored, but sponsored. We're getting these 20-ounce cans for $2.50 a pop, man.
Don't give away the secret.
Not gonna say how, but we are. Oh, that's good. Phew. So this needed to come out. All right, maybe we'll grab the hammer.
Let me grab my air protection then.
Yeah, I need a hammer. You want to grab Frankie's hammer from over there? Two different pairs of gloves today. You know, this is how we roll. We're going to smack this into submission. This section right here needs to come down. This is too steep of a curve. And this section also. So we're going to have to take the hammer. This is a solid 3-pound hammer. Find our afflicted area. You know, and eyeballing this, I'm just going to be running back to the frame to eyeball it before I smack the heck out of it. Make sure it's correct. But yeah, I should already start putting some locators in this, so. go look. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Okay. That locates well within spec on both sides now. I could give it a couple more smacks for schlitz and giggles, but smack right here and smack right here. Alright, so you just gotta familiarize yourself with the material you're trying to beat into submission so that you put your hits in the right spot, you know? Yep. So the way I had that sitting over there is like this, and I beat that down, and I wanted to give this a few smacks right here. We're gonna put it, oh. That looks like it did what I needed to right away. Wow, look at that. I need to put it in the vise and twist this down. That's the last thing. I need to,
That looks solid.
yeah, I need to grab from like right here and twist that down. So grab right here and twist this down.
Folks, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop a comment. We do try to answer all of them. And we just work, we're just regular guys. Just do what we do. Having fun. And you know, sometimes that also means some quiet sections. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the only place on the internet. Why don't we just take it from the top? What's up, folks? My name is Isaac, and this is DIY Speed. It's Saturday night, and we're coming at you live, literally, for hours on end, unedited, on the process of restoring an old American muscle car. This car was completely rusted out. The frame was completely rusted out, and we've sandblasted and grinded and cut and welded every section that had a problem back into usable shape. So I'm working on really the last welds that need to go on this frame, and I totally forgot about it in my haste. I was so excited to get this thing painted, but we have to stop for a moment and just get this piece set into the right spot, which I think now I could just use my C-clamps to hold that in the right spot. We're gonna go ahead and start tacking that in. I actually do need to grind some of this clean, so I'm gonna grab a grinder real quick and prep this metal.
How many times are we gonna lose power this time?
All of them. I believe this was the hardest section to weld of anything I welded.
For those who have watched this before, we only have a 15 amp circuit breaker here. Multiple of those, but each one is only 15 amps. Ow. So yeah, the welder is a minimum of what? Was 20 amps?
Minimum of 20, yeah. We're supposed to have 20 to 30.
So the power tends to cut out when we weld. It is what it is. What you find?
I'm going to be turning on an air tool, aka an air pump.
What is he doing over there?
All right, excuse the noise in the background. I just got to run the compressor for a minute while I clean up and prep the surface area. This should only take about a minute, and then we'll shut down the compressor.
thought that was a clever spot to put the air hose on. Sound of air tools, there's nothing that can beat it.
Alright, that looks like enough. Let's see.
Yeah, that's good.
Trying to get this little bit right here. I can turn that compressor off now. Oh, that's a good point. I'll leave this here because we'll blow it off when we're done with that all together.
What happened to the auto shut-off?
Well, when we ran it for several hours on end, being a small, cheap compressor, we blew that sensor out, I believe. Also, it's only at 100 psi right now because the tool.
Did you try if the shut-off works?
I think so. Eventually, but it's got to be like 200 psi now that I go to. It's getting up there in the piss eyes, is what I'm saying.
All right, it's time to weld, I think.
Almost, yeah. Now it's it's time to set the clamps, and then we're ready to weld.
There's still a massive gap on top, though. What are you gonna do with that?
I'll just throw a section of 1 inch on it. That'll weld in real fast.
Talking about burnouts and ripping. Yep, one day this El Camino is gonna do burnouts again, and hopefully that day is gonna be sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is going to be real soon.
What do you think? 2 weeks?
I would like to think so. I mean, if I can get everything ordered this week. The only thing that's going to be a challenge for me right now is the transmission, because I don't have time to get another transmission or get a transmission. So I have to figure out where I'm getting a transmission and make it happen.
The junkyard here doesn't have these?
If they do, they're going to want the most for it. Do I need your help for a sec?
Sure thing, yeah.
You can hold the metal, you can hold the wood, you can adjust that. I need this teeth to go down further. I need that to go down, like, yeah, and pull that metal in over there, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Doing exactly that. Okay, that's good for now. Let me throw another clamp on. This puppy, let's go. So now we're just throwing the clamps back on so that we can weld this thing into place. But it's important that we have it set in the right spot, because once you start putting weld down, you're not going to be able to move it without, you know, cutting it or grinding. And I don't want to do that. I want to try to get that right the first time. So all we have to do is lay weld and get back to the painting portion of this pretty quickly. Hard on the old knees there, folks, you know? Whew. Hey, buddy, when you get a chance, I need one more clamp. Ah. Ah. See how that does it. Ah. Ah. You just, you know, compress it into compliance. That's what you do. Every step of the way, you just, you know, force compliance. All right. That is pretty darn close. So I get one little section here. Oh no, it's not big enough. Do we have one more?
Well, that one is,
That one might be just big enough. You know what? We might have to use the hammer. Oh.
ooh, just. So as soon as this is welded in, we're going back to primer and then paint.
Yeah, we're painting this sucker tonight.
Paint it and flip it and paint again, or how long does this paint take to dry?
I don't know. Did the guy say how long it needs to flash?
I don't think he said.
I'm thinking we're gonna have to flip it no matter what. Or else we're gonna be doing some underside spray. Whew! Don't pass out. Don't pass out. Alright, that's good. I'm pretty stoked on that. Alright, let me grab my welding gear real quick.
Bottle open.
Bottle open. Da-da-da-da-da.
Did you ever close a bottle?
Nope. Bottle was wide open. No.
Bottle was wide open.
Was it, did you just tighten it? Right, tighten it left, let me see. Bottle was open?
Bottle was wide open.
Okay. Maybe Frankie used it?
You are at 15 now. Oh, you need those settings.
We're gonna want it on setting hot o'clock. We're gonna want the best advantage that we can get for our ground. So we're gonna stick that right there where we're welding. Bottle is open. Let's test flow pressure. So it's not just what it's sitting at when it's. You got to see the pressure that's flowing when your gun's when you're flowing gas. So yeah, I have a question.
Yo.
The 25, can you Google the flow? Because were we at SCFH or pounds per minute? Because I don't think we were at the right setting the whole time for it. So Google like recommended gas.
CFH is 20 to 30 for stainless steel and 25 to 35 for aluminum.
Gotcha. Okay, we're good.
For mild steel, the recommended flow rate is 15 to 25.
Okay. We're gooch. Alright. Alright, now that I got the gas set where I'd like it to be, just gonna get in there and start welding this thing into place. Gotta get my helmet set right, of course, but gotta come on over to the side. Hey buddy, do you want to set up a fan? There is still plenty of exhausts that come off this process, so. Here, you want to point that fan in this direction? Try to get it out of my face is what I'm trying to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thought you wanted an exhaust fan.
No, I wanted a fresh air fan this time. There we go, thank you.
Sorry.
Alright, that's so cold now. Yo. We have another adjustment to make here. That is so incredibly cold now.
What you talking about?
The fan.
Oh.
Put it like at me, but like not directly, but like just enough, I'm telling you. But I get just little wisps. Just enough to carry smoke. Yeah. That's probably gonna do it.
People probably don't want to just look at your back, so let me adjust this too.
Yeah.
Sorry for that, folks. You know, I get the heck out of the way when when there's welding going on, because I want to keep my vision.
Yeah, try not to stare directly.
But you
at
know,
it.
guys, you guys can enjoy this.
funky with this setup now. I don't know, maybe my line speed should be higher? I'm not a professional welder by any means. So we're just gonna figure out what's going on as we go. A lot of sparks and bangs out of that one, but it is welding a little bit better. That's definitely not the right line speed. Oh, I gotta slow it back down just to here. Which that should do it. You know, this is really just a power issue, I believe. Trying to think if I could get a better power source to it, and that's not going to happen right now. So we're just going to keep welding it like junk until it's completely welded. This upside down welding I'm doing right now is not the easiest thing, but I'm almost done. We have 2 more pieces we need to splice in here, but all I'm doing is just trying to get as much of it welded in. I'm not doing 100% of it at this point. I'm just going to do like good enough and then move on. That is not that vertical welding stinks. In general, that's not something I'm good at all. And with what I believe is an underpowered welder, it's being very, very finicky. So I'm creating some serious bubblegum welds here, which I'm not very stoked about. But there's also not much I could do about it because, yeah, this is what's just happening tonight. Some of the welds make me feel good inside, like that one. That's not vertical welding. So it makes me feel good inside because I weld those nicely. And I'd like to be a good welder at some point in my life. Okay, so a little bit of redemption there in having some puddle control on the way down, and at least making a somewhat uniform weld in that seam. So I'm not done yet, but that was a little bit better. All right, that's booger welded in. Yeah, come take a look at this. Saying goes, not my best work, but it'll do. It's welded here. It's welded all the way down here from here to here. Welded here, welded around here. In the here a little bit, welded a little bit here, and down there. Yes, this is open still.
Did you read the Kula's comments?
No, I haven't seen anybody's comments.
So he was saying, "Good evening. Sounds like you need to turn up the wire feed, or it could be the fan blowing the gas away." And then he said, "That sounds better." You want to turn off the fan for a sec, see if that helps?
No need. I got through the issue I was having.
Alright.
So I was having a really hard time getting the vertical welds done, and I didn't figure it out, but I got pretty close. I want to do a little bit more right here, and then
By the way, welcome back to Kula. Always glad to have you. They don't even look that bad.
you know, compared to where we come from. Now I want to put a piece in here and weld it, so I'm gonna grab. Oh!
You good, bud?
No, I'm like my foot's asleep. Standing up, my foot's asleep. Now, all you gotta do,
Hammered her in. to get a little chilly in here.
Yeah, we can close that door. So what I did by hammering is I created a rough stencil of what I need. So now I just need to go over to the metal side of things, to the metal station, and make that piece. So let's go over here. I should have some stock here still. If not, I have by the front door. Sorry, I know my workbench is a total mess. What's up, Takula? Just making the world go round, bro. We're out here slinging it. No sleep, Boston. Let me grab a piece of metal. All right, I don't have stock. Give me a second. There's 2-inch stock by the door right there. I don't know, is there a shorter version?
Not 2-inch.
Okay, yeah. I need the 2-inch. Oh, wait, is that 1 1/8? I'll take both. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome. Let us see what we require.
You know how
Yeah,
when
we need
people
the
say,
2-inch.
you know how when people say like, "How are you doing?" They're not expecting an answer back. I feel
No.
sometimes like when people say thank you, they're not expecting a "you're welcome" back.
So
You know what I mean?
So you got to give it to them.
By the way, all these people that are watching, at least the ones that are commenting, they're all from, like either the West Coast, Texas, Australia, New Zealand, like from everywhere around the world. But I haven't seen anyone that says like, yo, I'm from the East Coast, like I'm from New York or whatever. Do we just not have anyone here
From the East Coast?
from the East Coast?
I feel like we had somebody who was like Vermont or Maine or something.
Yeah. Doesn't count.
Yep. All right, it's going to get loud for a second while I trace this out. Well, I bought pens somewhere. I suppose I could use them.
So anyways, to the live stream. Anyone here from, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area?
Yeah, where you guys from? America. Funk, yeah. I'm going to trace this, but I don't have a tracer. I'm just going to use the grinder.
Do you have like crayon bullshit? The Kula is saying, I hope that acetone is empty.
Fuck no, it's not.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. I think you've saved our asses a few times now.
Oh man, you just got him in the eye. Oh man.
So,
Let me just show you. We cut and grind and do and burn. None of this is packed away. How do you say that? You don't need to worry about
Well, safety's always off, boys. All right, let me trace this out and cut it out real quick so we can get back to what we're doing.
Need to plug in your phone. 10%.
All right.
We're gonna set up the live stream over here so we can be plugged in.
Phone's dying, folks.
So this shop is full of. It's very safe. If you don't look where you're walking, you can trip on these. What was it? Where were these from again, Isaac?
That's the inside of somebody's bearing. I don't remember who. I don't remember who or what.
And they're everywhere. Like, I'm not sure if I constantly pick up the same one or is it just every day another one just appears. Maybe the other way around. No. Freely is saying, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. He's talking about what, I mean, I assume he's talking about what Trump was saying.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, I'm an immigrant. I can attest to myself, I've never eaten any cats or dogs.
If I wanted to make this work.
What you saying no to, Iman?
I wanted to make this work.
Gotcha. Sorry, folks, we're limited on the angles right now. Gotta stay the charger.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just doing a little bit of molding.
Now's the time to ask questions. Ow. Now's the time to ask questions, make comments. You know, I'm reading them all at the moment. Don't blow up the comment section to keep track. Oh, I think we lost connection there for a second. I'm just kidding. You guys can blow up the comment section. Please do. We actually enjoy interacting with the viewers.
Yeah, it's awesome to talk to you guys. What do you mean? This is the coolest stuff we could do. Get to work and interact with cool folks like you. I mean, I'm a big fan of that. I do this stuff any day.
I would love to do this full time.
I wish I had a metal break right now.
Gonna have to look that one up. How's your night on a scale from 1 to 10?
Is that a question?
Yes, sir.
This is a solid 10 right here. Oh, we're so close now.
Ooh, nice. Pack her in. No, has to go better. That gap is small enough that you can fill it with some weld.
We'll do a little bit more.
You know, we flipped this frame about 2 hours ago.
Really? We're almost 2 hours into the live feed? Very cool.
You still think we're going to be painting tonight?
Yeah. What time is it? 11. Yeah.
Well, Iman, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm just going to say Iman. He's in Vegas. You got that?
Do I have it?
Iman is saying that he's from Vegas.
Oh, nice. What's up, bro? That's awesome. Vegas is a cool city. Well, it depends what you're into, but Vegas is a pretty cool city. All right, safety squints.
That's a tack.
No, it's not.
Oh man, it looks like one.
That's that.
Tch. Casinos of the world. Yes.
Casinos of the world, my friend.
I'm not the biggest fan of Vegas.
Do you want, that's an easy weld. Do you want to do it?
Nope. Oh, dude, man. The first time I welded, I was in short sleeves, shorts, wearing Crocs. I had tan lines like I've never had before. But you know, that was the first time welding. Gotta learn from your mistakes.
That is nothing to be ashamed of right there.
How did you do that, dude, man? Well, the first time I welded, that was that bumper over there. The one that my finger is going just over on the screen. No, let me unplug for a second. It's gonna have to go right back in. This was our first time welding. I can't really show this on camera because of how bad it is, but it's pretty terrible. And that's where I, yeah, pretty much burnt everything. That won't help.
Yo, can you give me the hammer?
Where'd you put it?
Still on the bench.
There you go. Well, Iman, I don't really have a one favorite car. I'll ask him separately. I like muscle cars, like the old style. I have a lot of VWs. They're all diesels.
This guy's like a VW aficionado.
I have 2 stick shifts, 1 auto. And I might be getting another VW, I don't know yet. But I'll ask Isaac in a minute what his favorite car is. But I feel like his answer is gonna be similar to mine, like in the terms of not really one specific. Maybe it's better that you didn't hear that.
Smack this from up there, stand there and smack down that height.
He wanted to ask you what your favorite car is.
This one, this 1969 El Camino we're working on right now is currently my favorite.
Keyword being currently.
Yep.
That was smart. More?
Yeah, smack the shit out of it right in the corner. Alright. That's good enough for me to weld part of it.
I mean, those are cool. But what's cooler than a car that you're currently working on? For example, in 1969 El Camino.
As cool as it gets.
Isaac,
Yeah.
we have to watch our language.
Why is that?
Iman is 10, Dude Man is 16.
Okay, good to know. What's up, boys? We'll keep it clean for you. All right. Now I just need to hit that with everything. Where'd that hammer go?
Right here.
All right, let's try and make this last part submit. Ow, that hurts. What?
Can we adjust it back? Hold on, whoa. Let's adjust it back.
Oh. Point. All right, that's weldable. It's gonna have to do.
Yes, sir, Dude Man. Well, my first car was in 1997 Audi A4 station with a 1.6 stick shift. What about you?
Me?
Yep.
My first car ever was a 1997 Mazda Protege that I bought for $500.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
My first Audi was $800. Well, 800 euros. But back then, euro and dollar was about the same. '64 Dodge W300. I gotta look that up. Ooh, that's nice. I would love to get one of those. You know, dude, man, it's the way to go. It's unfortunate it doesn't have a title. Because how are you going to register it? Although it's a 64. You would have to look into it from where the state that you live in, how to deal with that. But that would be a cool first car. Are you referring to that dumpster? I'm not sure. Whoa. Have you seen a video from Whistling Diesel where he did some testing with that vehicle and pretty much the whole thing went yeah, the whole back half went broke, non-existent.
What was that?
No, they're asking if what our thoughts are on the Cybertruck.
They're garbage.
That's what I said. I've seen a couple videos where people posted that raccoons tried to get into the bed of the Cybertruck because they apparently look too much like dumpsters.
It's not welding anymore. Alright, that's not working out anymore, so I think we're done. Should I put one more triangulated piece in here? I guess so. That looks pretty easy to do.
Now what about the top? The other side?
Right here, right?
No, the other side.
No, this I'm going to leave. It's also over here.
Alright.
Yeah, just going to do a little triangle piece.
Someone is asking, Iman is asking what time we end the stream. We end the stream when
we're done working, bud, we go all night. Ain't no rest for the wicked. I can use the smoke. You got smokes?
Yep.
Hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, go ahead, drop us a like and subscribe. My name is Isaac, and this is DIY Speed. It's the only place on YouTube where you're going to get hours and hours and hours of unedited live stream of what it takes to fix up one of these cars.
For those new to the channel, this is what we are working on. It's a 1969 El Camino. The frame was completely rusted out. We put hours of grinding, cutting, welding, painting. Well, we primered the top part. Dude, man, there's currently no interior in it. I can show you through the window, but I cannot open the door because there's no frame under the car. But that's what it looks like right now. Once the frame is done and back onto the car, we're going to start working on the interior, I think. Are we first doing interior or first engine?
Engine first.
Well, engine first.
That's kind of all going to happen at once.
The interior is not going to be that much work, though.
Probably so.
Interior is what? Like one night's wiring is going to be a pain.
Couple hours.
Wiring is going to be a pain.
Yeah, it is.
What you mean with that? Ooh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Well, so basically we have right now outside a 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 AC with a 6.0. It's currently running a 150 shot of nitrous, I want to say. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to take the engine out of that truck. That truck is pretty much completely gone. So that's probably going to be running in around the 4-ish, 450 maybe horsepower range. And from there we'll see what we're going to do with it. So 150 shot of nitrous, right?
Yep.
What are they stock? 300 horsepower?
Yeah, about.
A car this size with 300 horsepower already, it's going to be fun to drive.
Yeah, plenty to giddy up and go.
How much horsepower did these El Caminos have stock?
A 396 would have had, yeah, similar power out the gate.
Dudeman is saying, can't wait to see it finished. You guys should do a drag strip and try to hit under 12.
Yeah, I'd like to get.
What's your guess this is going to hit on first runs?
I'd like to. Well, if it's got about 500 horsepower, it's going to run you in the 12 seconds, 12 and a half, maybe 11.
Do we even have a drag strip nearby?
You know what to grind it down?
Yep.
Now if we do it right.
Ah, shit.
Oh. Point that fan up a bit. I'll tell you when to stop.
Sorry, folks. I decided to kick y'all over.
Alright, so I'm going to stop.
Up further. Put it directed up towards here. Like 6 more inches of travel. Okay.
Howdy there. Welcome to the channel, Tristan.
Huh?
Limited fuse.
First. That might have been why I was welding so poorly. It might have been like half. Excuse. Yeah, convenient.
Well, dude, man, to be fair, we do all that. This here is a flux slash MIG welder. We have another flux welder over there. Then in the corner over there you can see a stick welder. And then over there there's another stick welder. It's all about what is convenient at the moment. And with MIG you get the nicest, well, we get the nicest welds in this shop with the MIG setup. Oh, there we go again.
Don't send it too much power through her.
By the way, I've noticed this is a different breaker than we were using last time.
And this is not the same breaker as the Wi-Fi, so we should be welding, whenever we weld, we should be using this outlet, not the other one.
That's good to know.
Oh, there we go again.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a ground issue.
I think I have a solution for our power issue.
The welder?
Yeah. It's not a solution for today, but it might be a a long-term solution. The lift is on its own power source, which is on either 20 or 40 breaker. It's the orange wire that's in the ceiling. As long as you don't use the lift and the welder at the same time, there should be no reason why we can't add an outlet to the lift and use that for the welder. Huh?
It's got its own breaker over there, you saw?
Yeah, and it has its own line coming from the breaker panel.
Correct.
So I assume it's on a separate box, like on a separate breaker, and there's one breaker that's 20 and one breaker that's 40 in there. So I assume it's on one of those because these breakers here are 230s.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
why can't we just run an outlet on that line?
Yeah, this is not well.
Well, the cooler, we currently don't have an outlet there. Here, let me just unplug and show you. So basically I've been going back and forth to the breaker box to flip it. That orange wire over there goes to the lift, which has its own breaker over here. So what I'm thinking is just add, sorry, it's a little shaky. Just add an outlet right into this box or under this box, whatever it is, right? And then we should have like at least 30 amps. That should be plenty for the welder.
My welding skills are just deteriorating, the machine's not cooperating, I guess we don't have enough power to it, and I'm about done with this. So I'm going to say that whatever we just did right now is better than it was, and good enough for me. Now let's go back to painting, because I'm done welding. Yes, let me turn some stuff off. Give me a sec. Welder off. Let's see what battery percentage we are over here. We're going for our longest live stream ever, folks. Not turning it off. 19%. Yeah, Dakula, we should be using that. Fans off. So, all right, we don't have that many people on the live feed, but it's fine. Check it out.
Check it out over there. So that orange line.
Yes, that's 8 gauge, right? Orange Romex. No, I see it. Orange Romex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I already know all about the electrical system here. I was here when
So
it was
that
installed.
one has a separate.
Yeah, it has a
by the
separate
box.
8. Yeah.
It has to be at least 30 amps over there.
Right. Where can we install
Right here.
There's a bunch of hole punches.
Mm-hmm.
You just open the box, wire an outlet in there.
Get out of here.
Because you're not going to be using the lift and the welder at the same time.
No.
As long as you don't use it at the same time, it should be no problem running an outlet to this, mounting it like right on this box. I'm not sure if that's up to code, but whatever.
I remember once doing a job in a construction company in New York, and they wanted us to put a printer. I was doing commercial printers at the time, and they wanted me to put a printer blocking an exit, like a door. And we're like, well, what happens if the fire department comes and sees it? It's going to be a code violation. You can't have something right there. Like, we are the fire department. Don't worry about it. A bunch of gangsters over there, construction gangsters. Nice. We got 24 likes so far. If you haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe, guys. My name is Isaac, and this is DIY Speed. We've been going hard tonight, making things happen. I got to wipe down the welds now and clean out that area.
Dude man is asking, what's three-phase power?
Power, it's just really strong power. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain. I know what it is, but
All right.
Isn't that over there three-phase power?
Isn't that what?
Isn't the one over there three-phase? Or is it just 240?
Just 220.
Trent, I assume you're talking about an electrician, not an election, because I mean we just had the elections. No, I think we can do it. I think wiring an outlet is something we can handle ourselves. The generator welder. It is currently 11:43 p.m. It's almost midnight.
So and put this thing back wherever it came from.
So we can't really run that.
Also put shit away.
We can't really run that right now. It's a little too loud to run this late at night.
What, the generator?
The generator welder.
Yeah, we'd have to put that outside, and I feel bad for the neighbors.
Since when?
Yeah, whatever. Formalities.
I think the paint cans have to be sprayed again, shaken again.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, definitely. Alright, hope that's good. Actually, let me adjust a little more. Oh, that's much better. Much, much better.
Quick cleanup before we proceed. I gotta wipe down the frame.
Oh. I'm sure there's an outlet here somewhere.
Oh wow. I didn't realize. I smacked in the frame with a dick.
What you can do about it except for spraying it?
Yeah, well the air goes back out. Turn the compressor on. We got to turn the compressor back on to blow out. We didn't realize how much of an effect smacking on the frame had to just knock more stuff loose from the inside of it. So, whew. There's a little lesion on the metal like dresser thing right next to it, metal hanging rack right next to it. What? That metal like rack thing? Is that where it was? I mean, that's where I left it. Let it build up some PSI. It's pretty low right now. You still got anybody on?
40.
Nice. So we're just cleaning up the frame right now before we go to start painting it again. We're real close. I'm just letting the here, throw me that helmet actually. I'll put it away. You wanna, when you get a chance, put those seat clamps back?
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm just thinking a little bit ahead, not that far. Let that compressor build pressure. In the meantime, refill on some Red Bull. Yes. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I need to check a message to see if my wife needs anything. So this might pause the feed for just 1 minute. All right, that was it.
Just looking for you.
Yep, nobody is looking for me right now, so we're good. Back on.
I think we should try the hacksaw trick. I think we should try the hacksaw trick.
If you want to do it, I won't stop you. We're gonna blow out this frame. Loosen up this side.
What about
Buddy's putting together something nice to show you. Hopefully the AC compressor just turns itself off in a minute.
Something like this, right?
But we're doing a little bit of an internet trick. If you haven't seen it before, it's a little funny. You know,
What is it?
you gotta... I don't know if you can see, but he's got the Sawzall out with a can on it. Well, that didn't work very long, did it? I guess we're just gonna go back to handshaking it. He's already giving up on the idea. Oh no, you're going for round two, huh?
Nope.
Going for round two over here, folks. Shaking up cans with the Sawzall. I'll show you once we get it to work.
What do you think? It's gonna work?
I sure hope so. We'll see if it works. Wait, hold on. You gotta do it on the camera.
What the camera is?
You gotta stand up a little bit.
I kind of want to keep it by the tarp in case something.
That's not bad. Let's lift it up a little bit. And that's a good speed.
Oh, I think she's shaking up.
I think that shook it up pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I think we shook it up pretty good there, bud. Sawzall and primer cans go together like duct tape and Sawzalls and paint cans. So we're using the Dupeller Automotive Primer Series. It's what we've been using for primer on it. I'm going to be using an HPLV gun or high HVLP gun to spray, but we're using cans for the primer portion. So quite a bit to do here. Let me see if I could zoom out a little bit. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, Jack Black, pretty good idea. Shaking them up with the Sawzall. Going for the second can, got to make sure it's shaking up pretty good. Man, that compressor never wants to turn off. I should go turn it off. Or Buddy go turn it off. Almost at hour 3 of this live stream. Guys, this is the only place on the internet where you're going to see this style of live, unedited. You get to see every part of what it takes to build a car. And we're coming up on 3 hours now of live.
Even the stupidities.
Even the stupidities, because we got to have fun while we're working.
I'm just gonna go until she falls off.
Man. Well, yeah. No, I don't know if that's going to work so great. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is that it's upside down. So here, cap it with this before you ruin shit. And just, unfortunately, that can just got destroyed.
Like I said, even all the stupidity.
It wasn't the Sawzall's fault.
No, it was the can's fault.
Yeah, it was the can's fault. I mean, the can. Yeah, you want to. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be a few minutes, folks. We got to deal with that. It's a good thing we bought an extra can of primer. Well, god damn, dude. At least someone came. Yeah, that's a good one. Good to see you, Arcs. I have no idea. New dude to the thing. Hey, buddy, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. You belong here.
Shit.
There we go. All right, well, that was stupid, but fun.
You know, I would do this trick again.
Yeah, that just cost $10.
I would do this trick again, but I would make sure to not have a flimsy head on my sawzall.
All right, so we got to put respirators on for this portion. Do dumb stuff, win dumb prizes. That's a rule in life.
Well, I wouldn't have done it if you didn't say, you know, like.
Well, you know, to be fair, if you weren't a pussy about it and held it like 3 inches higher, it wouldn't have fucking spiked into the floor.
The reason I wasn't holding it high up is because I didn't want the paint to fly like everywhere if this happened.
Well, it's a good thing it didn't streak. It's a good thing it didn't streak all over the car.
That is why I wasn't holding it up high.
Yeah.
I didn't want the paint to go anywhere if it did.
Yeah, but now just try not to step in the puddle of paint that's here. So we're going to try to avoid the puddle of paint that's on the floor here, and I'm just going to start spraying. We got to get a layer of primer on this so that we can get moving. No, that's garbage too. Not the Sawzall, but the blade. All right, so I'm just going to start spraying, guys. I hope you have a good angle. Let me take a look real quick so you get to see what's going on. But this is going to happen pretty quick. Check this out. We're black right now. We're about to go gray. Oh, you know what, buddy? Let me get your phone real quick. I want to report for the main channel.
You want to dig into my pocket?
All right. This one?
Yep.
Well, that's not bad. Last time I did that was still top.
That one. Yep. Here, let me just go to the other side. Let me wash my hands.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one more favor?
Sure.
Can you roll up these sleeves a little bit?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We're live on this phone, so I got to record with Buddy's phone. We just spent the last 2 hours welding in the hole in the frame down there, and that's done good enough. You don't need to see everything. We're good. Now, live stream, meet camera. Camera, meet live stream. We were shaking these up with the Sawzall, our Duplicolor primer. And if you notice the puddle of paint on the floor over here, so Buddy got a little bit loose with the Sawzall and spiked the can on the floor and blew the top off of it, and all of it came out. It only took about 15 seconds or so, and it was empty. So now that we've ruined one can, and I have just one more for this, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'll see you guys when all this primer is set down.
Where are these new towels? Thank you, sir. What?
This one's also fun.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's try the third can because these are. This one's fun.
What third can?
This can of... We only have 2 cans of primer. That's all that was there.
They didn't have
And we
more.
just destroyed both of them.
Shit.
Oh, we are retarded.
What time is it? Way too late. Everything's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So we are stuck for tonight. What are you going to do with that one?
Wow, this is an unforeseen problem. Our second can is botched up and won't spray. Stuff like this is really bad because we are unprepared and the night is over.
Want to get a blue pen?
Never had a chance, never stood a prayer. So what do we do here? This is an interesting preponderance. This is a full can of primer that I can't spray. This is ridiculous. All right, assessment time. Are we going to just paint it like this without primer? This is the side that needs primer. No, that's not primer. Oh, dude, you gotta pick that up. Yeah, that's a big deal. Knock that over. Alright, I bent the can and it didn't spray. All right, well, this second can is defective from the factory, so that's really heart-wrenching. Right now with my schedule, I don't have a lot of time, so I need my equipment to work so that when I do have time for stuff like this, I can actually get it done. And, well, the one good can of primer's gone, and the second can here is just not cooperating either, so gonna have to just call it a quits with this and figure out a different game plan. Who's open at 12:05 that might have primer? Kind of like, is there a gas station of some sort? Maybe not. Trying to think where I could get my hands on primer this late at night.
We don't live in the Midwest. The Midwest, you would find like.
Yeah, if it was the Midwest, I could go to somebody's house and get primer. But out here, it doesn't exist.
Hey there, boy.
That's a
That is a fuck.
that's a problem. And the literal only other option is just paint it without primer.
So I wouldn't be opposed to that too much, except for 3 spots.
As if we're skipping a major spot, a major step.
So
Yes, we are.
unless we do the rust inhibitor on those parts, we start painting over there. Once this is flashed with the rust inhibitor,
It still needs to have primer over it for that paint to adhere properly. That's the whole point of the primer.
right.
Darn, guys, we just hit a wall here, an unexpected wall. We were having fun with the Sawzall. Yeah, but that's not for metal.
I know.
It's pointing out a bottle of primer or a can of primer, but that's wall primer. Oh, yeah, unexpected problem. Holy smokes. We wasted the one good can of prime. That wouldn't have been enough, but it would have given us false hope for a few minutes that we could have done something. And this basically means that if I don't paint this tonight, it's waiting until next weekend before I paint it, because I'm not going to have time tomorrow. And Monday through Thursday right now, I'm commuting from New Haven
Painted
to
in
New York
galvanized
City
metal, aluminum.
and back.
Is this galvanized metal? No.
Near
Can it be galvanized metal?
Screw the bronies. What are we going to do? Fork and eggs, man. What are we going to do? It's not going to be one of those Minwax cans, I swear.
I know.
Automotive primer.
But I
Walmart's closed. There's no stores since COVID. There's no 24-hour department stores even, or supermarkets. Here, you want to unlock this? I want to check Google Maps, see what we can find. Anybody have any suggestions of what to do here?
there you go.
Let's see. Let's see if anything's open here. Stores open near me. Walgreens? No. Sam's Food Mart. A bunch of like bodegas are open, but nothing. No chains. No chains. Department store open near me. Nope. Try that again. Dollar General?
You think this can still has enough?
No.
It's gonna give you 2 sprays.
Literally.
Well, these are the places where I had to grind down the waste.
Right. Throwing a ton of material.
Sucks. Well, we have 72 people watching our us failing.
Yeah, we're failing hardcore right now, but I feel like we're gonna find some redemption here with just this little bit of can.
Play stupid games and stupid phrases, you know?
Story of my life. Yeah, that one can would have saved our asses, man.
There has to be something in this shop. Like, I refuse to believe that there's nothing in this shop that wouldn't work.
Well, I think what it means is we're just gonna paint it without priming this one side.
It's gonna kill you over time. It's gonna bother you till the end of the end of time.
Yeah, it's already bothering me, but what else are we gonna do, you know? Just pause it again? Another week go by?
There has to be something.
What do you say, folks? Do you do the right thing and wait, or the wrong thing and rush? Usually rushing through these things is never a good idea.
No, we cannot stop, but we can't rush. Maybe Google what type of what's Google we can use instead. I so badly just want to find a magic bottle of primer somewhere.
Read the rust inhibitor. Can we paint directly over that? Because the other stuff we could. All right, so here I'm kind of reaching. There's already a coat of rust encapsulator, and I know the stuff that we use cans for, you could paint directly over of it. I'm trying to see if the heavy duty, like chemical stuff that we used, if that could be painted directly over, or if it needs to be primed. Use my Puster Scruggs. Oh no, Poppy Gronk poke a hole in bottom. It's going to be okay. I don't know exactly what you're saying, but I do appreciate all the comments here. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. My name is Isaac, and this is DIY Speed, and we're working on this car right here. You see it in the flesh. We're working on the frame right now and making decisions. What did it say? What's that? Is that primer?
No, but it's a rust tough, protective metallic finish, direct to metal quick dry. I think you can spray it over this.
Let me see it. Probably arrested with green reports metal tested with regular metal. Breakage protection and high when making drastic color changes to Scarlet West Top primer on base coat under paints. Yeah, this is a primer unfortunately. This one's unfortunately, that's not the primer. Alright, let's just go to spray. Alright, guys. Well, let the butchery begin because my time constraints here are not going to allow me to do anything else. I think we're just going to go over straight to the spraying portion and pull out the HPLV or high volume, low pressure gun, something like that, and start putting paint on it. Oh gosh darn. Okay.
Paint it primer.
Let's see the last slide.
No. Last winter green? You're always painting over it.
No.
Aren't we painting over it?
No.
Didn't you want to see what it was? Didn't you want to
We
make
might
it
as well
dark
just
green?
use, we might as well just use we have here.
Paint and primer in one.
Right.
Paint and silver.
Yeah, but those are gonna color, there's no point, because then I have to paint over that anyways. And it's,
Right, but at least it's primer.
right, but it's still incorrect. Thinking about this, I think we are stuck. In the way that, if we spray right now, I don't even have an acetone to clean out the cup. It's used it all.
Well, we have primer. Why not? It's primer.
Now, if we just go to spray painting it right now, right? If we just hit the sprayer up and start spraying it, then yeah, I think we reached the point where it's not worth it. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Got to make some hard decisions here. We've been doing everything as right as possible up until this point. And yes, I've cut some corners, but not enough for me to say I want to skip priming this frame. I'm really trying to make this paint stick to it. And I'm worried that by just skipping over and painting directly to the rust inhibitor, when there is not enough primer on this yet, or any primer in spots, that I'm going to end up messing it up. So, hard decision to make here. I'll be able to put prime on it tomorrow, but we're not going to paint it until later in the week, most likely now, just because of the setback of the primer. So, this has been one of our longest live streams to date. I really appreciate everybody who's on here and interacted with us and asked questions, have been a part of this. The regulars, you guys are awesome. And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to do this as good as possible. Like, I know that it's still not a great effort, but it's still my best effort, and I don't want to give that up. And yeah, that's what's going to happen. I think that I'm going to have to pause here until I can get to a store in the morning and buy more primer, and then prime this sucker, and it'll finally be ready to paint. But we missed that cutoff with that one can. I would have been able to fool myself into saying we were good with that one can. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason in life. That's something you guys should know if you don't already. The universe is going to push you in the direction that it wants, and fighting it or freaking out over it or cutting corners now to make up for what the universe has given you, that's not the right way to do it. You got to take a moment, pause, and do it the right way. So that's what's happening tonight, making the right decision here. We're going to do this the best way that we possibly can. And I guess on that note, 3 hours and 15 minutes. I suppose this is one of our longest to date of just uninterrupted live stream. I do appreciate everyone that's been on board, guys. Go ahead and like and subscribe. My name is Isaac. This is DIY Speed, and we're out here crushing it in the middle of the night trying to do the best we can. So I do appreciate it. Make sure you check out the shorts I post. Make sure you check out the feature lengths that come out. And of course, come back for the live feeds and interact with us. I do appreciate every single one of you. And with that, adios.